We had such an interesting case study come up in our cupping therapy Facebook group just the other day. A woman came on and she was asking why she would have felt nauseous and lightheaded after her cupping treatment. Some people came on and they responded to her and they said, oh, for sure, the cups were too tight, you were treated too intensely, you were over-treated. Someone else came on and they said, oh, that's normal, happens to me all the time. Another person came on and said, it can happen, just take it easy, etc., etc. So then I came on and I joined the conversation and I started to ask some questions, because lightheaded and nausea, those are not exactly necessarily a small deal. It doesn't mean it's just nothing. Lightheadedness and nausea can mean someone has low blood pressure, can mean it has high blood pressure, can mean the blood is not getting to your brain. It could be some kind of other circulatory condition. It can be a sign of a blood clot. It can also be a sign of digestive problems. There's a lot of different things that could actually be happening. And it could be that this person was overtreated. That's entirely possible. So I started asking some questions. I said, what about blood pressure? Do you have a history of high blood pressure? Do you have a history of low blood pressure? Do you have a family history of stroke or blood clots? And have you had COVID-19? How is your digestion? So almost all of the questions that I asked would lead to cupping being contraindicated for this person. So in her response, she said she did have a family history of heart disease and stroke. She did have low blood pressure and she has had COVID-19. So she had 3 contraindications to cupping therapy. And yet someone had performed cupping on her. And then after the conversation, she posted a photograph of her legs. And you'll see by the photo here, she was black and blue. Cupping therapy should never create these kinds of marks. This is definitely a sign of some kind of circulatory issue. And these are her legs. So as we know, most blood clots occur in the legs. So when we're having these kinds of family history or health history, we should not be performing cupping therapy. And that's why I only train practitioners in cupping, because it's one thing for a regular person to perform cupping on themselves, or even a close friend or family member. No big deal. They trust you. They're putting themselves in your hands. That's their choice. But when you're a professional practitioner and people are paying you to do these treatments, there's an expectation that you actually know what you're doing. And I don't mean to post blame at all, because let's face it, the mind does not know what it doesn't know. So if these questions have never been posed to you, you may never think about it. And maybe you even took a cupping therapy training and you assumed that the person teaching the course knew what they were talking about, but they never discussed these things. This is why you need to really make sure that you're taking the proper training, that you have an extensive and thorough understanding of this modality. It's very effective. Anything this powerful and effective can also create harm. So if you are in a professional situation and you're charging people money, then let's make sure that you know that you're not creating harm when you're treating your clients. So if you'd like to learn more and you really want to know about cupping therapy, the indications, the contraindications, the way to properly clean and disinfect your cups, how to really create a safe space for yourself and your clients in the clinic, then click below and join in on our training. The Cupping Revolution all starts with an online training, level 1 cupping for manual therapists, and all of our training builds from there. So if you're still here, I hope that you will click the link below and join us in our training.